the summer.
Yes.
Because we are in the thick of it right now, so Jannea,
you want me to
let's kick it off.
Well, so a lot of this came from this great article that Destination Madison put out about 30 things to do this summer. So while I can have my own ideas, it was just really nice to take a look at that and remember. So one of my favorite things might not be everyone's favorite thing. It's more quiet, but it's going to the gardens in the area. And a lot of people might think Olbrich because it's huge and you've got the beer garden across the street. But I've got two favorite gardens that are walkable, really from my place downtown. One's a little farther than the other. But there's a place called Period Garden it's at 110 East Gorham Street in Madison, Wisconsin. And this area was in the 70s going to be built into apartments, and the neighborhood saved the lot and developed it into a garden, and to this day it's run by volunteers, and it looks like a garden out of Savannah or South Carolina. It almost doesn't fit our Wisconsin climate, and it has this beautiful weeping mulberry tree that you can walk under and a fountain. So it's just one of those quiet places you can go and just feel like you found a gem in the city that nobody knows about unless you're actually walking by it. You won't see it if you're driving by.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I need to go now.
And so a lot of people think it's private and belongs to the houses that are next door because it's in the historic Mansion Hill district, but it's not. It's public.
I enjoy sporty features of Madison outside in the summer. My boyfriend and I, we enjoy playing in the sand volleyball leagues, and so we play at quite a couple places. Here in Madison, we enjoy 10-pin bowling alley. They have some fantastic courts. Kiva does as well. That's on the west side of Madison. And then we sneak down once a week to Christie's Landing and play outside there too, which I know ties in with the whole boating theme and the lakes. But I really enjoy anything on the trails also too. So biking or hiking. So Ice Age Trail is a great place. Ice Age just intertwines with so many neighborhoods here in Madison too. And then there's Military Ridge, which intertwines with a lot of neighborhoods as well on the west side. But there's fantastic trails even on the east side too. And then also recently we went to a Mallards game and the duck blind. So all you can eat and all you can drink, and sometimes we may watch the game, sometimes we don't. It's more about that social aspect. But that's really fun. The Madison Forward soccer games I try to make and go out, once a year. And that's in downtown as well. So there's just, I don't know, I really enjoy the sports aspect of it. And I know, we're always working on recruiting and more teams and more things to do. But just, biking, hiking, and playing outside.
I actually went to the women's softball, the Nightmares game.
Oh, nice. Yes,
over
I remember
at the Mallard Stadium. And that was so fun. Yeah. It's a little bit of a shorter field, and it just felt like there was a little bit more action. I mean, in my opinion, I love baseball in general, but just that whole area over there, there's always something to do. Like you said, you don't necessarily have to watch.
I just love their name because as a female athlete, the Nightmares, and it's like a stallion, so it's like a night, but at the same time, like maybe somebody's nightmare. I just really love that name for female sports, and I love their logo. So I was a big fan when I saw that come in.
Yeah, those are fun. I think I was telling you guys. I don't know if it was in the last couple of weeks. It was one Saturday that when you mentioned Christie's Landing, I was thinking about this. There was one Saturday, and I was thinking of how many choices of things that we had to do on that one day in Madison, and it was there was a festival over at Marquette Park, there was music, there was a jazz fest over at the Memorial Union, there was a festival in Cottage Grove, there was a bike ride, a Lake Loop bike ride, and then Christie's Landing was having an annual thing, and I was like, what? I mean, we are so blessed to live in a community that you have that many choices of things to do in one day. And you're almost well, which way do I go? And you kind of have to commit, right? Because all these things are full day. But that's one of my favorite things is just the festivals and the live music in Madison. I feel like if you're looking for a live music, literally any of the 7 days of the week, and you go on to look, you will find things going on downtown.
So Wednesdays, concerts on the square.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then night markets are Thursday nights. I think there's music at the top of the square now for those.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
right?
I think sometimes there's some going on. And then I know the Bodega Festival, which is over
Bree Stevens.
Bree Stevens. I was
Yeah.
going to say, I'm thinking forward.
Yeah.
Bree Stevens. That happens every other month, I think, right now.
I think
they have
so.
some music.
Mhm.
The East Side Club, I love going there because they have a little tiki bar so you can sit outside.
Yeah. Jazz at 5 at the top of the Capitol Square. I forget what night that is. I'll have to look that up. I think it might be Tuesdays at 5.
There's always First Fridays somewhere.
Yep. The Centennial Garden was one of the other gardens I was going to mention, which is on the UW campus. They do jazz on Sundays, Sunday nights. You can go for free. So music is everywhere in the summer here.
Yeah, I mean, even like the little coffee shop down the street from my office at Twisted Grounds, they do music, I think, on Fridays and Sundays.
Oh, I saw that. I was just in there last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just
I
so
saw the
fun.
sign.
They just have this little garden outside, and it's just, I mean, they always bring in different bands. So, I mean, you just can't go wrong between the festivals, the live music. If you like to get outside, those are amazing things to do.
And if you want something quieter by yourself, so my significant other is crowd averse, so we tend not to go to the festivals. But kayaking, right? We got Brittingham boats, we got Wingra, super fun. These are also things you can bring your dog to, which I always am looking for dog friendly things. Now Rufus can't go in a boat because he's terrified of water, but Brittingham and Wingra also have like full moon paddles if you want to do that. They used to do an ice cream
They
float.
do s'mores too.
Okay, so I haven't done that.
That
The
was
one
one I did.
that I didn't understand was the hamburger
The
one.
burger, the grill
Okay,
out on the
but
lake.
just listen to me. So when you're kayaking, your hands are getting wet, and the water's kind of grimy. Like at least with the ice cream, you had a dish. Like, do you want to be grabbing onto like your burger with wet hands? Like that kind of, I'm sorry, that kind of grosses me out a bit. So I haven't done the burger one, but that is one of their famous events that they do. So that's fun. But I was just thinking of what else you might do by yourself.
We tried the s'more. We did the s'mores one, the full moon s'mores one
Yeah.
last year. But that was same, like, cause you
have to grab onto the
it's so
s'more,
cool
too.
though because you're like in your kayak and you got it. They have the fire on the middle of the lake, so
Yeah.
you're kind of going over with your stick with all the. But it's because the scenery is so pretty. You know,
It
you have
is.
a little bit of a view of the Capitol. You have, it's just kind of it's peaceful because you don't have to be around the group in any of those. You know, even on some of those group nights, you can kind of go off on your own.
Right.
And they have 3 locations too, but I find that I enjoy Wingra because you don't have to watch out for motorized boats.
I
Yes.
agree.
And so, super peaceful. The ability to be able to have special events there. Some of the other locations are just fabulous too, pending where you're at. But for me, I just like not really having to worry or watch, or like I can lay back in my kayak and not have to be aware as much of my surroundings.
Yes. Yep.
One thing I want to try too that I just haven't, that's on my Madison bucket list, is the log rolling that's over there on Wingra.
I've watched it.
Yeah.
I have not done it. But.
Yeah, to learn how to log roll, I just think that that's super fascinating and something that I've lived on the East Coast and I lived in Denver and I just never have seen a place that offers log rolling. So I'll let you know how fast I go in the water, but that is kind of on my bucket list for this summer to go over there and attempt and do. But
Can we come?
Maybe we'll do a little filming to add, right?
Can we
little video.
We can do a little video and add it to the end of one of our podcasts.
Yes, we'll do that